Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I thought I would do a little bit of a get to know me Star Stable edition, because I just want to answer some questions y'all might have about me. So let's get right into it. So I have 11 questions to answer, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of my training route while I'm at it. So let's just get right into it. The first question here is, when did you start playing SSO? I started playing SSO in early 2017, but my laptop broke, so I couldn't really play until mid-2018. And I also got Star Rider in 2017, but I couldn't really, once again play it because I didn't have a computer or a laptop, and it wasn't out for mobile yet. The next question is, how many horses do I own in Star Stable? I currently have 99 horses on Star Stable, but I hopefully am going to make a video on buying my 100th horse coming soon. So stay tuned for that. I think I have a clue of the horse I'm going to buy, or I already know what I'm going to buy. So that should be exciting. Hang on, I need to focus on this race, because I feel like I'm going to go. Where is it? Hello? Am I just not seeing it? Oh, right here. The third question is, why did I start playing Star Stable? I started playing SSO because I've always loved horses and I've always wanted one since I was like 4 years old. And Star Stable was like the best horse game at the time, so since I couldn't hang out with horses in real life, I decided to get the second best thing, which was to play a game that had horses in it, and there weren't many. So it was a little challenging to find a game that actually had horses. But now there's definitely plenty of games on the market that are pretty good, so that's always amazing. The fourth question I have here is, what do you do on SSO in your free time? So when I play SSO in my free time, I normally play with my cousin or train and make outfits. As clubs have never been my thing, and if you see I have a club name over my head, it literally just has me and my cousin in it because I used to ride very popular horses, and I used to get swarmed with invites every time I'd go into like an area like Steve's or Populated, and I've had bad experiences with the clubs in the past, so I'm not going to shout out any names, but yeah. So oh, okay. I did not plan on doing that. Oh my gosh, I'll just restart. So the fifth question here is, if you were to get a horse in SSO, which one would it be? There's a lot of horses I actually have on my wish list seeming. I have so many that's kind of surprising. But when I have a horse on my wish list, I don't buy it typically. Like, I wanted Sunflower here since the paint horses came out, but I didn't buy her until like they went on sale recently. But if I were to get a horse right now, it would be the paint Belgian Warmblood. So that's always cool to have horses on your wish list. I'm not one to buy the horses right away unless it's an event. So there you go. Next question I have here is my biggest SSO pet peeve. I don't really have one, honestly. Like, I don't really pay attention to other people. But if I were to choose one, it would probably be the lack of tack fitting the Gen 3 horses, because when I'm making outfits, that does really annoy me, that I can't use like a certain saddle or saddle pad on like my American paint horse, which I don't think is accurate, but my Arabians and stuff like that, it just makes me sad, honestly. Or like when outfits are mixed match, like bridles and saddles. That kind of annoys me and stuff like that. So that has always been like my biggest thing, but again, it's like something very minor, so it has never really bothered me that much. Like if I see somebody wearing a black saddle and a brown bridle, it would kind of annoy me, but again, it's not really my control, nor do I really care, because I'm not wearing it, you know? So question number 7 here is, if there was one thing to add to SSO, what would it be? If I were to add one thing to SSO, it would be like show jumping competitions. Like, kind of like championships, but you could do them whenever you want, like a group race. So, like, we have these group races around the map in places. I would like something like that, but like the show jumping competitions at the riding hall. I would really like to see that added to the game, because we've already got like lunging and dressage, but those were like for limited times. But I kind of already count those as being in the game. Question number 8 here is, if there was one horse breed to be added to SSO, what would it be? And I actually had to look up horse breeds for this one, because we actually have so many in Star Stable. Like, even though I kind of consider myself an equestrian, seeming I've ridden and do ride in real life. One breed I would like to see is the Brenton horse, because they're a draft horse, and we don't have many draft horses in Star Stable, at least to my knowledge. Like, we have the Percherons, so I don't really know of any other ones. Maybe the Shire, I don't know if that's considered a draft though. I think it might be, actually. I don't know, I'm not all up to date on Shire knowledge. I'm more into like show jumping and Western sports, so draft horses aren't really my cup of tea, but I like the models, they look cute, so I'd like to see them in the game. And just like the Enderness, that was confirmed by Star Stable is coming early next year. It's just cool to see bigger breeds get added. Question number 9 is, what is your favorite area in SSO? Oh, okay. So my favorite area is either Dundle or Redwood Point. They're both just really pretty. They're very similar, but like the trail ride to Redwood Point from Dundle is absolutely stunning. But I think if I were to choose an area, it would probably be Redwood Point, because of the big trees and stuff. It just looks really good, and I like it. So that would probably be my top pick. Question number 10 here is, what is my favorite event in SSO? There's like 2 main events. Like, I like the Equestrian Festival, but Christmas and Halloween are like the biggest events in Star Stable for me. And I like Halloween. One of my cat's birthdays is actually on Halloween, so that's pretty cool. At least that's what I consider her birthday, because she was actually found on the streets. So we don't know her real birthday. Her name is Pumpkin. So that's fun. But if I were to choose one between Christmas and Halloween, I don't know which one I would choose. I would think maybe Halloween, but last year's Halloween was kind of a flop, so I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of grinding, but it was pretty fun. Puzzle and Pumpkin was pretty hard to get, but I did manage to get it. Oh, that's awkward. I've already done the races here. And the last question is, what was the first horse you bought in SSO? So the first horse I bought in SSO is actually no longer in the game. They retired them, and it was the Generation 1 paint horses. Could this trailer please? Where's the good races? Moreland, sure. But yeah, they've been retired, so you can't buy them anymore. But I got it when I first got Stark Rider, because it came with like Starkwing bundle. and she was the Black Overa one, and I named her Crystal Wings. And I remember going to the Lifetime Star Rider shop and like making an outfit basically of what I could in that store. And I have a lot of memories with that horse. I could actually go to my home stable after this race and show you that horse. She's always been my favorite because she was the first horse I bought. I actually sold her because of like pressure I got from a club, because they like wanted you to have the outfit right away or as quick as possible, so I sold a bunch of horses in order to make that happen. It actually happened like 2 or 3 times before I just decided not to join clubs anymore, because it just always felt like I was peer pressured into doing things, so I just didn't like that. And I've already have anxiety, so it wasn't really good. So I'm actually going to call for pickup and show you Crystal Wings. And I did buy the updated version of her when in January Star Stable released new coats. They came out with the Black Overo paint horse, and that horse was like my favorite one to ride because it reminded me of her. I'd have to find her, hang on. Oh, that was that hard. So if we go down here. Now, a lot of people don't like the old model horses, but I actually like them. It kind of stinks they can't wear the new tack, but like, what do you expect, honestly? But this is Crystal Wings. She was the first horse I ever bought. It brings back a lot of nostalgia and a lot of memories that this is what like the best of the best Star Stable horses used to look like, were these horses. They all have the same model, but different breeds, but you can definitely see how old she is, but it doesn't mean I don't love her any less. And the updated version is down this way right here. Oh, is it not gonna let me dismount? There we go. I'm used to playing Red Dead, so the dismount key is E, so I pressed E instead of X. This is the updated version of her. It's just crazy to see how much Star Stable is evolving with their horse breeds, even though the American Paint Horse came out like I think a year ago, maybe 2 now almost. This horse came out in January, but I'm just glad they finally updated this coat, because when they came out I was pretty sad to see that they didn't put this coat in, because it was the first horse I bought and the closest thing I could get was Opal. So I bought Opal when I think when they came out, in kind of a replacement for this horse, because we didn't know that these coats would come out. So it's really cool to just see how much Star Stable is evolving. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.